What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the live hangout. Um, I feel so slow because 8 minutes ago I was actually on a hangout already for one of my other YouTube channels, and and the crazy thing was I was just waiting and nothing never happened. So I had to check the actual uh settings, to make sure that I was on the right channel. So that's the crazy thing. Anyway, um, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday, and I hope y'all are doing great out there. All right, let's see here. Okay, all right. So, welcome everybody. If you're brand new to the channel, I want to say what's up. I'm Mark McNeely, and I know it's been a while since I've actually done a live hangout. Not sure um, what the turnout is going to be tonight. I won't be on here long. It's actually been a very, very long day, but I wanted to come on here and just give you guys some value, something that you can kind of take away and implement to help you along your journey to really just getting your life back. All right, that's the main goal for people. If you subscribe to this channel, you're really, really trying to get a grip on your overall oral hygiene or your digestive health. They both go hand in hand. So welcome if you're brand new to the channel. I'm Mark. I'm here in my home. I'm sorry that I've been missing in action, but I figured I got to get on here and give you guys something to pull from, something to give you hope, something to continue to move forward in your journey. So, welcome. If you're on here, let me know if this is your first time on the live. Um, Let me know where you're streaming from. If you don't mind doing that, even if it's not your first time, just let me know who's on, and let me know where you're streaming from. And this won't be a long live, I promise you. The last couple lives I've done, we went like 2 hours, and I promise you guys, I respect your time and mine, so I'm not going to be on a live for 2 hours. But I want to give you guys something amazing, some value, something that you can kind of pull from to help you along the way. And I'll be just kind of pulling from my experience. I'll be pulling from questions that I get on a daily and consistent basis of people emailing me. So a lot still goes on behind the scenes, even though I'm not shooting videos. I'm still helping people via email and things like that. So I just wanted to let you all know I'm still here. If you have questions or anything like that, welcome. All right, welcome to the channel. Now, what's up, Leslie? You're from Randolph, Massachusetts. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Nice to have you, Leslie. Is this your first time here? Let me know if this is your first live. And the reason why the turnout is low again is because it has everything to do with YouTube's algorithms. It's the same thing with Facebook. You can put a message on your wall, and if you're not active or if you're not currently engaged with the people on your profile, not all of your friends are going to see your actual post. So YouTube is kind of the same way. The more videos I do, the more videos I upload, the more of the engagement, the more comments, and the more people will show up on the live. So I got to do a better job with that because I really do enjoy when there's a lot of people on. But I give value whether it's one person, two people, three people, or no people, right? Yeah, first live, I usually catch the replays. Okay, cool, cool. Well, thank you so much for dropping in, Leslie. Um, Feel free to, first of all, I'll say this is a judgment free zone. Um, Pretty much everyone in our community has been very supportive. We joke from time to time, but for the most part, people are serious on here, especially if they show up on a live. You may get trolls commenting on things, but That's with anything you do. But for the most part, man, people here are very, very supportive and they want to see others succeed and others win. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know I'm kind of laying sideways. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but um, I'm just kind of in a relaxed mode today. So we'll just kind of go through some things. I'm just kind of um, gonna be pulling from my head, from information. I'll be pulling from questions that I get on a regular basis from people emailing me. Um, so, any questions, really quick, before we get going? Um, anything that you're struggling with, or anything you want to know. You guys feel free to ask. There's no crazy question or there's no stupid question. Um, all of it is very valuable to me, and I'm sure to other people that's actually listening in. So, um, all right. So we're gonna jump in. All right. So again, I'm Mark McNeely. For those of you that don't know me and that's kind of standing on the fence and shy, and pretty much my journey, I've dealt with halitosis, bad breath. That was pretty much my journey. It started when I was young. um I was, I don't know, had to be middle school, and I didn't know it was a problem, but obviously it was. Just my peers and how they reacted towards me. I was a likable kid, very active in sports and things like that, but I had an issue with my breath, right? And that was kind of the thing. I'm very confident now. I'm not shy, embarrassed to get on here and talk about it. I mean, I'm an open book. I've done videos of me rinsing my nose and clearing mucus and doing all of that kind of gross stuff. So it takes a real confident person to put that on the internet and for the world to see, right? But I did it only for the purpose of for others like yourself watching this information. Um, I guess for me, long story short, I cracked the code when I was in and out of the ear, nose, and throat physician, gut doctor. I went back and forth, back and forth. I stayed going there. I had consistent co-pays. Um, I don't know if it, I would hate to say bad things about doctors, but I wasn't sure if it was just my doctor wanting to bill my insurance, right? Because I had a good job, and of course, Blue Cross Blue Shield, obviously they pay well, and of course, I was stuck with the co-payments, so I would be in there. I was a regular. I was a regular, uh, either at the allergy specialist or the ear, nose, and throat physician, and then the and entologist doctor. So between those three doctors, I was boom, 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 pretty much a regular. I eventually had sinus surgery because the doctor, when he diagnosed me, he figured, hey, my issue was, hey, um, cleaning out the sinus cavity and just removing the stuff that was in there. It was like white mucus. Um, he said it was inflamed. I'm not sure what the actual diagnosis was, but so I agreed to that. The surgery cost over $20,000, which my insurance obviously didn't pay everything. So I was still stuck with the bill. But after that, I was put on a antibiotic. I don't remember the name of it. What's up, India? India's from DC. Welcome. So I was put on a strong antibiotics, and then after that, that was kind of when I really cracked the code. But before that, I was buying strong mouth rinses, strong toothpastes. Uh, just was back and forth, just going to the dentist and doing things like that. I just couldn't figure out what was going on. You know, Pretty much when I would be around family members, they didn't really react or show me the reactions. Um, but when I would be around people like at school or different things like that, when I got older, they would react. There would be these reactions. So I couldn't understand like why are they reacting, but why family members are not reacting. I don't know. Is it am I stink? Is the Are they used to me at home? Are the people at the job or school, they're not used to me the way I smell? I don't know, but I was going insane. I dealt with a lot of depression. I dealt with anxiety. I dealt with social isolation where I would isolate myself. NYC Black Honey, what's up? Listening from New York. All right, New York's in the house. Welcome. So, and yeah, guys, and I'm kind of just laying over my bed, kind of slouched over, so that's why you don't see my entire body. I didn't want to do the live in my office, so it's I don't know, for some reason it's kind of hot in there, so I think the dryers are going and stuff. So I'm just gonna lay across my bed and do this. So anyway, let me know if y'all can't hear me or whatever or see me. Let me know. So anyway, I just went through the anxiety, I went through the stress, I went through the struggle of all of that. Let's see. Let me hit on dating, and then I'll get into what I've done. I'm just giving you guys a backstory. Erica Cardwell, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? From North Carolina. It's been a while. I know for sure. I miss y'all. I gotta check in, make sure y'all good. Was it amoxicillin? I don't think it was amoxicillin. It might have been in that family. It might have been the Metros. It might have been that one. It may have been that one. The Metro Donzone. Don't let me butcher it. Uh, but I remember being on amoxicillin before, and it didn't have that kind of effect the way the other one did. Um, and it said it will work long term with the diet change. Let me give y'all a tip tonight that I think might shake your world, may blow your mind. And when you get your breakthrough, I'll have my cash apps ready. All right, I was just for real now. I'm gonna give y'all a breakthrough tonight. All right, I want y'all to take this one and run with it. After just kind of doing some studying and working with this one young man, I'm still waiting back on his results, but just trying to understand the body and how it works. The king is risen. That's right, he has. He says, "Hey," and I'll get into the questions. I may have to sit up, guys. Hold on. All right. There we go. All right. So, can y'all see me? All right. So I kind of lost my thought. Anyway, so yeah, I had the sinus surgery again. I went through a lot of turmoil and stuff like that. Never had an issue. Let me jump around a little bit. Never had an issue with relationships. I was always easy on the eyes. That's I say that with with respect and no boasting or anything like that. But I never had an issue with you know you know people being being attracted to me, and obviously. But of course it was an issue with my relationships at times. um there were times that the females I was with, they didn't really want to, at least I felt like they didn't want to be honest about the issue. But I did have someone I was dating that did. We were really cool friends, and she was very honest about you know me smelling. But she did it in love, and she was able to still show me that love, and she didn't treat me any differently. So I had much respect and much love for her for that, because it's already a difficult thing. And I came into the relationship with that. I told her, I was having an issue. And I think for some of you that like people, I get this all the time. Like, people will say, "Hey, I gotta be cured by a certain time because I'm meeting this guy, I'm meeting this girl, or she's gonna come see me, or he wants to come see me, and I can't meet him like this. I can't meet her like this." And I would say sometimes, like, if you've never met them before, like, and you just kind of doing the online dating thing, from that perspective, I'm not really sure how that will work. Sometimes it can work because you can build up an emotional connection with a person, even over the phone or over the internet. I have done that before. I've built up emotional connection with someone. In fact, my wife over the phone before I actually like, well, I actually had met her, but it was like after that we didn't really see each other until it was over the phone for like a few weeks. But if it's someone that, like, I don't know, you've never really met and you never met face to face or anything, I think you could still do it. You can still pull it off. You can still build that connection and draw people in. I mean, it works. I mean, if you just look at TV where you see there's people who create these fake accounts, right? I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent. I'm going to get back in, but I'm tying it all in to give you guys hope. You know what I'm saying? This is all centered around hope. But as you can see, you can build an emotional connection with someone on the internet. It happens. You've got people who give all of their money away to some stranger that they feel like they knew, that they've been talking to and dealing with for months and months. And you see these shows on Dr. Phil, you see these shows, and I'll just be blown away like, dang, this lady actually sent or wired over 2,000, not 2,000, but over like $200,000 or over $100,000 over a course of months and never met the person. So that lets you know that you can really build a a connection with someone to the point where you feel like you know them. Especially, I'm going to say this, especially for women. Women are extremely emotional, which is not a bad thing, right? But you guys connect emotionally, and men can be emotional too. We can get caught up too, so it can still work. But I'm going to give you guys something tonight that I believe is going to maybe help you. um I kind of I've kind of tested this with I'm testing this with some people. It's nothing new. I've talked about it before. I may not have put emphasis on it, but it has nothing to do with antibiotics. Even though that's what I had done in the beginning, I was given antibiotics because of the sinus surgery, and just making sure I didn't have any infections or anything like that. That cleaned me out. Anytime I ate something or drank something like water or anything, it just made me run to the restroom. It flushed me out. So what happened was I started back on my regular routine, my regular diet. I didn't smell, I didn't stink, I didn't have any issues with breath or anything. Um, and I began to just eat. I began to drink. Wasn't really a big smoker, but I had smoked, I'm sure, cigars from time to time. So I got back on the same patterns, the same routines, because I was like, okay, I'm good. Everything's done with, is over. Went around people. I even tested it where I didn't brush my teeth. I would walk out the house, I wouldn't brush anything. I'm like, yes, I'm good, I'm free. Yeah, I felt like, man, like the world was lifted off my shoulders. I could actually be free, interact, just do me, like, man, just live life with no limits. And I know that's what you guys want. You want to know what it feels like to just live life with no limits. Some of you have had this issue almost all your life, and some of you have had this issue just only for a few years or a year or a few months. So everybody's situation is different. So anyway, um long story short, guys, is uh I call it the beast. The beast jumped back on me. All right, the beast jumped back on me. After about maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I started smelling again. I couldn't understand, why in the world am I smelling again. I wasn't taking the antibiotics anymore, and it was just like bam, like nothing ever happened. I went back to the ear, nose, and throat physician, and he was just like, he really didn't know what to really say to me. He looked inside my nose again, up in the cavity area, and he was like, dude, you know what this is? He's like, this is acid reflux. So when he said this is acid reflux, um, acid reflux can cause a person to smell or have bad breath. However, there's a lot of people that I do know that have acid reflux, right? There's a lot of people that have acid reflux, but they don't smell. So I started digging, I started researching, I started just trying to understand, just trying to understand, well, what could be my problem, what could be my issue. All right. And so I just decided to go on a clean diet. I didn't know anything else, I guess, at that time. I just went on a clean diet. I started just eating, green, just a boring diet, vegetables, salad. I ate no grains. I ate no dairy. I ate no animal protein, like no meat or anything. Because you got to remember, if you eat a lot of meat, large amounts of meat, and this is a key tip for you guys, meat is really it's flesh, right? So I hate to say it like that, but it's blood. When you cook it, okay, you're like, okay, the blood is gone, but it's still a blood-based type protein, right? So, if it sits for a certain amount of time, it starts to rot, it starts to smell. And if you eat large portions of it, or you eat meat every day, so meat for breakfast, meat for lunch, meat for dinner, it begins to compound, right? It'll start compounding, and then eventually, it causes problems, right? So I eventually I didn't know all of the information that I know now. I just went on a veggie base. um when people say, oh, should I go vegan? A lot of times people eat the carbs though, right? So they go heavy on carbs. I didn't go heavy on carbs. I didn't know. I just knew that I couldn't eat breads, grains. I didn't want to. I wanted to just go completely clean, to see what would happen, to see how I would smell, to see how I would taste, everything, my taste, my smell, all of that. So that's what happened. I did that. After about 3 4 days, about 4 days, I noticed the mucus that I had was gone, like it was starting to dissolve. And then after that, I started noticing, like, the taste changes started to go away. I didn't have bad taste in my mouth, like a metallic bitter taste. So that's something that I noticed. So then that was pretty much it. After that, I started building my confidence with that. I started adding more things back into my diet. I started noticing that I wasn't bloated, I wasn't gassy. Like, these are all the things I started noticing. And then I noticed that my poop, when I would do number 2, it didn't smell. So as I was doing that, I was noticing that, okay, I'm eating clean, I'm eating, I'm feeling good, I had more energy. Like, I was noticing all of these things, and things was just really, really starting to move upward for me. All right. So that was my experience. And then from there to now, what I just decided to do was just started continuing to incorporate that. I incorporate now more minerals, my zincs, my magnesiums, my iron. These are all your phosphate type minerals that your body needs. Your body is electric, so you need these minerals. If you have gut issues, your body, your digestive system is not able to absorb these minerals, right? You're supposed to absorb these minerals from the foods that you're eating, but if your digestive system is off, um, you're not going to be able to do that. How do you know if your digestive system is off? Well, you're either constipated a lot, you're not pooping. If you eat 3 times a day, you should be pooping at least 2 times a day, right? Max 3 times per day. Some of you are not drinking enough water. If you can get down at least a gallon of water per day, I know there's been some studies showing that you can actually overdrink water, like you can overdrink. But I think the problem is a lot of people are not getting enough water in their system, and the water is acidic water that they're drinking, like water that has you know, a low acidity level, which is not going to help your body. So before I get into what I think that you guys really should focus on, I'm going to start answering some questions. Thank y'all for locking in with us. So where are we? Um, Leslie says, I'm about to go through your uh two phase four. I can't even speak, guys. Two phase program. But I saw in one of your latest videos there was a product you recommend to help heal your gut. My question, which one should I do first? All right. Email me, Leslie, because it can get real deep, I guess. Not real deep, but just email me on that one. breath solution with McNeely at gmail.com, and I'll answer that for you. Um, Solution with McNeely at gmail.com. Okay. All right. Where we at? Everybody can hear me still. All right. All right. All right. Jojo says I'm so excited, can't even sleep now. You on live. My night. Cool, cool. I love that. I love that. I'm gonna give y'all something that y'all can take away for the free. And who knows, you might I want to hear some results now. I want testimonies, testimonies. That's what I need. I need testimonies. I want emails. I want videos. We need more testimonies. All right. Cups of Magic is in the house. Well, look, well, look who it is. I know it, man. I know it. How long has it been, y'all? Let me see if y'all been counting. How long has it been since I've done a video? Well, a live or a video. Let me see how long it's been. Has it been 3 weeks? It hasn't been 3 weeks. You have you heard of, is it citrus incus tea? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Obviously not. I can't even pronounce it. I started using for the gut. It has great properties. 2 weeks. Okay, India's been keeping track. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks too long for me. All right, I got to get on here, guys. 2 weeks. Okay. JoJo says, if I'm cured tomorrow, it would be the best day of my life. Okay. Well, that's the goal. That's the goal. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna jump right into it, guys. I'm not gonna keep y'all going. So this is another thing that you guys can really focus on. Um, and I believe that I'm still doing more research in terms of the how these ingredients interact with your system. But I know before in the past we've talked about stuff like activated charcoal and stuff like that. But what I'm thinking, guys, is what you want to really focus in on. Of course, we know the diet, but let's say for those of you that's not there yet, I will encourage you, number one, cut back on your animal protein. If you eat too much animal protein, too much dairy, too much sugar, all right, that's gonna cause, it's just gonna cause issues in the long run. Try to cut back on your gluten. Um, I haven't found studies saying that gluten can cause bad breath, but it can cause a lot of gut dysfunction, a lot of gut uh sensitivities. All right. Even when I used to go to my gastroenterologist, he would recommend that I stop eating gluten or cut back on the gluten. That was really the only good recommendation that he did advise. Um, but so you want to reduce animal protein. If you do eat it, make sure that it's organic or grass fed. Only eat 2 to 3 ounces of it, okay? If you're gonna eat it. The way I do it is like now what I do is if I eat it today, I skip a day or 2 days. Like I won't eat it. Even if it's 2 to 3 ounces, I'll skip one day or I'll skip 2 days. And this gives my body time. However, what you can do, people have been seeing some good results with, here's the key pointer right here. You want to write this down. All right, you want to take a healthy probiotic, but you want to take a probiotic that has about 50 billion cultures, right? Which this is nothing new. All right. And really one that works inside of acid. You want something that's going to be able to really absorb and work even in acid, right? Stomach acid. So it's acid resistant. So ProCare is a brand that they have men's ProCare and they have women's ProCare. But the men's ProCare probiotics, very, very good. 50 billion cultures. Some people double up or triple up, but um, that's very, very good. Um, you know, Probiotic. The next thing you want to really focus in on is taking a digestive enzyme. This is the key. Some of you may have known this, but you're not doing it or haven't done it. You want to take a digestive enzyme, but you want to take one that is designed to break down carbs, fats, dairy, and really carbs, fats, and dairy. So carbs, fats, and dairy. Uh, you want to take one of those before you eat. And I'm doing some studying and research on the actual enzymes that helps with breaking down fats, carbs, and proteins, because that does everything for breaking down, like, the fats. It breaks down the carbs, it breaks down what's going on in the cells. So all of that that's going on in your intestines and your digestive system, you're going to be able to break it down by taking that, right? So if you say, hey, you're going to eat, I don't know, a piece of, like, any animal protein, let's say with a salad, and let's say you had bread. Before you eat that meal, you take that digestive enzyme, and then you go ahead and eat your food. What you should notice is the digestive process is going to start breaking down. It's going to help you break down the layers of fat, the layers of uh, carbs, the layers of all of the stuff that you need to break things down. So if you look at the difference between someone that smells and someone that doesn't smell, it is safe to say that their system, one of the guys on here calls it, it was funny, he calls it, he said, man, they have a cast iron cast iron stomach. And I thought about that. I was like, a cast iron stomach, and I bust out laughing. I was like, dang, what would give someone a cast iron stomach? And that's really the only difference between people that smell and people that don't smell, is that they're able to break down. Because you guys know these people, right? You have people, um, maybe family members, that they can eat whatever they want: ice cream, cake, sugar cookies. They can smoke, they can whatever, and they don't stink, they don't smell. They're not running and brushing their teeth like, oh gosh, I'm having this bad issue. Um, so they have what's called a cast iron stomach, right? Where they can break down anything. They can break down dairy. I know people that they actually drink milk. I'm like, man, how do you drink milk? Like, milk is not nasty. I don't like a lot of the hormones in milk, but there's people that actually just drink milk. And they have a cast iron stomach. They can drink milk and they don't have the mucus, or they don't feel like they have to hack or spit, because the digestive enzymes are able to be broken down. And that's a powerful thing. So that's what I want you guys to do. Go ahead and get you some. You can order them online. Once I upload this video, which I'll do after this live, I will put a link below in the description box of um, at least a brand or two brands that I think is going to be good. And you just want to start taking those and notice a difference. All right. You should start to notice a difference with the way you smell. Because a lot of people complain about the smell. They smell, some people say rotten eggs, they smell feces, or it smells like fart and things like that. Or they'll say, oh, people be like, who passed gas? Or like if they laugh or if they barely open their mouth, who passed gas? So that's really, when you look at it, it's a gut issue, it's a digestive issue, gut issue and digestive issue. And then also dieting plays a part. But until you can maintain your diet, until you can actually get on a plan to where you figure out, okay, how do you manage the way you eat, the consistency of your food choices and things like that. Like for me right now, I have cheat days, and then I have days where I'm just kind of, you know, I'm on schedule. Um, but having, the right supplements in the home is gonna really, really help you to stay consistent. Any questions, guys? Let me go back up. I want to make sure. Um, so the king has risen. No, I have not heard about that tea, but I'll do some research on it. Seems like it's got some good properties. Um, let's see what we got. All right, user Cosart says I'm taking all prebiotics and L-glutamine. All right. Um, when does it take effect? Uh, User Cosart, you should notice a difference from, because what I'm doing is I'm asking other people, I'm trying to get their feedback on it. Some people are noticing a difference like right away, like maybe within a day. Sometimes, like, just it starts to break down the layers of food, the layer, like, because you got to remember it's helping you to digest these foods. So you got to remember you got bacteria in your gut, in your intestines, you got food, you got particles, you got viruses, you got all kind of stuff in your intestines, in your gut. So if you take the healthy probiotics, normally take it twice per day, one in the morning and then one at night before you go to bed, like 2 hours before you go to bed, so that it can get in your system. When you wake up the next morning, you should start to notice the smell changes. And then if you're taking the digestive enzymes, you should start to notice, like even with the like people that have a white coating on the tongue, again, your digestion and your tongue, they're both closely related, right? So you might notice some people when you look at them, their tongue is extremely white, or I mean not white, extremely white, and then some are extremely pink. But the people have the extremely pink tongues, normally they have a cast iron. That's just my theory. They have a cast iron digestive system, right? They're able to break down any and everything. So eventually you want your system to get to that point. Now, for those of you that go to the doctor because you have GERD or acid reflux, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you to go against your doctor's orders. However, I have been prescribed PPI, which is called pump prohibitor medications, which is designed to suppress and to decrease your stomach acid. However, that is not going to stop the issue of halitosis, bad breath. It's just not going to stop it. All right. It's not going to stop it, because just because you reduce acid doesn't, basically it makes it worse, especially if you're eating animal protein. So you want to really focus on maybe moving over to a digestive enzyme. And what you may start to notice is a lot of the mucus activity that you are experiencing starts to subside. So just test it, and let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you feel a difference. All right. Let me know. Email me with comments, email me with feedback, so that we can better assess you guys, to just see how things are going. All right. Let's see where we at. Now, L-glutamine is very good. Again, L-glutamine is good for helping the gut. It's almost like sealing the gut lining. So a lot of people that have digestive issues, they have leaky gut. You start to get holes inside of the intestinal linings, right? And so that comes with time. That can actually heal itself. Again, you can do it through L-glutamine. You can do it through bone broth. You can do it through just starting to eat healthy. And over time, your gut will start to repair itself. All right. Jojo says, what do you think about septoplastic surgery? Um, it says it's like deviated septum. They're doing like 3 surgeries at once, and I'm scared. But anything is better than this. Yeah, man. I'm not big on surgery, but unless it's just absolutely necessary. Um, yeah, I'm always kind of skeptical, because a lot of times when you have those types of surgeries, man, sometimes, not to scare people, but sometimes it could just, like, your body just may not feel the same. I mean, it could very well get rid of the issue, but it just, sometimes your body is just not the same. But for a lot of you on here, your issue could be as simple as, hey, you're not digesting your food properly. And I know it sounds so simple to the point where you're like, man, that can't be the problem, man. But yeah, it can be. A lot of you eat very fast. A lot of you eat a lot in one setting. A lot of you, what else? A lot of you eat a lot in one setting. A lot of you eat very fast. And a lot of you do not chew your food properly. Okay, a lot of you do not chew your food. You're supposed to chew about 30 to 40 times before you swallow. The digestion process starts as soon as the food hits your mouth and you start chewing. All right. So that's something for you guys to really, really understand. Does cow's milk cause an odor? It can. It can. Just think about it. When you smell spoiled old cow milk, right? Um, what does that smell like? It's like you smell it. Um, so cow's milk never I never agreed with cow's milk. And so yeah, Cups of Magic says she's this close to purchasing the four phase formula. Cool. We've added extra stuff in here because I know some people are like, well, um, um, you've already said that the same stuff inside of on YouTube. I'm like, okay, well, there's other stuff in there too. Some people just need all of the information in one place. Like, who wants to look through hundreds of videos on YouTube to find out, or look at 2 hours worth of lives to figure out writing stuff down, right? So we've made it accessible for people to actually get their hands on. I got kids hollering. Um, so for those of you that got kids, you already know it's like bath time. They've got school. JJ, she's in here. She's in here. Um, yeah, she in here. All right, guys. So any questions? All right. Jojo says you're spitting facts, dropping straight knowledge. Exactly. So your breakthrough could be as simple as, oh, I just need to digest my food better. And with the different enzymes that are inside of digestive blends to break down carbs, proteins, and fats, that could be your cure along with the healthy probiotic. You're free. All right. Um, like literally. um, because I like to study people. Like, it's kind of hard to study people that don't have a breath issue. But what I do is I say, okay, we're all the same, right? Okay, I'm a male, they're a male, you're a female, the other person you're analyzing is a female. Okay, we may be a different race, we may be a different age. Okay, there may be some other health factors, like let's say someone may have diabetes, but somebody else may not. Okay, if a person has diabetes, then okay, normally there are situations where they can smell, or they have different odors and things like that. That is very true. It's not all cases, but it is true. It's just based off of that's just how it is. But if we're talking about everybody saying they're healthy, the person you're analyzing is healthy and you're healthy. Now there has been some studies that I have been finding just by looking at different herbalists where, like, an African, pretty much an African, and then someone, like a Caucasian person. Our it's kind of like our DNA is again, we're the same, but we're different. Like, I don't know. I got to do more research to kind of articulate it better. But basically, there's certain foods that they are used to consuming, and they're used to drinking. Like, for example, I mean, black people drink milk, but Caucasian people will have a glass of milk with some macaroni and cheese, and they're fine. Like, they don't have a breath issue. They're not hacking and coughing up mucus. Whereas black people, it's not all, but they may say, man, I can't drink that, or I can't eat that. And my question would be, well, why is that? Is it just a genetic thing from birth? I go deep into this stuff, guys. I know I'm weird, don't I don't know, man. I should have maybe been a scientist or something. I don't know, but or herbalist would be, to study, anatomy. That's probably what I should have done. But I think it just makes me think more about, just cultures and how people live. And, it has a lot to do with a lot of different things, environmental stuff. Like, the person that you're looking at or analyzing, they may have lived in a different environment at birth with their parents. So when they were born, um, they didn't lose any type of uh, stomach, um, any type of stomach issues. They didn't need an antibiotic or any. I mean, it could be anything at birth, man. Like anything. Like, when I was coaching one of the girls, she was like, her mother, when she was born, her mother lived in an inner city where it was just a lot of pollution, a lot of factories, and like a lot of, I don't want to say trucks, but it was like a lot of factories and things. But when her older siblings was born, was in the womb, they lived somewhere totally different where it wasn't necessarily a lot of stuff going on. So that can cause problems within the gut itself. Like, okay, whatever the mother's inhaling and consuming, it goes to the baby. And then when the baby's born, now there's certain enzymes that's not working. Like, we all have enzymes, we all have digestive enzymes. I may do another video on how many enzymes we have in the gut and what are the properties. I think that's going to be a very important video that I'm going to do, not necessarily a live, but a video that people can watch. And maybe you guys can beat me to it. Like, hey, let's look at the digestive enzymes. How many digestive enzymes do we have? What are their purposes? What are they designed to do? What if they are faulty or not working properly? What could happen? Like that's how I think, guys. I go deep. So if I'm lacking with certain enzymes that's not working properly, yeah, there's a possibility that I could start to smell, or certain bacteria will start to cause an aroma or odor. And this is not me making stuff up off the dome. This is just real stuff, guys. So when you take the probiotic, you take the healthy digestive enzyme, you should notice an improvement. You should, because that's only going to help you. Now, if you don't notice improvement, then we gotta go back to the drawing board, of course, to figure out, okay, what is improving? What are you noticing that's improving? Um, but there's got to be some measure of small gains. That's what I talk about this all the time. You got to have small gains. That's how you're going to build your confidence. If you're not experiencing the nasty taste, metallic tastes, that's a small gain. That's a really a big gain, but that's you want to start small and work your way up and build. All right. What we got? Questions, questions, questions. Jojo said, Erica, go ask your doctor and ask for a swallow test. Okay, where we at? I'm losing you guys. Uh can anyone in the chat help me? My breath smells like whatever I eat. Please help. Yep. Erica, that might be a digestive enzyme issue. Um, Try that, and yep, because you will start to smell what you eat. That when you throw a digestive enzyme at it before you eat it and then eat it, that smell should go away. And question: are you taking a healthy probiotic? The magic number is 50. Some people have went up higher. Is it possible to take a higher probiotic without the digestive enzyme? It is possible. But again, if your gut is not able to break down all of these different foods with the enzymes, you still could possibly smell. That's why some people can smell and they're still on a high dosage probiotic. So you're getting all these healthy probiotic strands, but you still have this smell because stuff is not being digested still. So it's almost like you still have like food particles and decayed stuff in the gut lining, but you have healthy bacteria swimming around in there as well. So the goal is you've got to really digest the other stuff, get it out of there, either consume it as a nutrient or eliminate it as waste. Once it's eliminated, it's gone, it's not lingering around, it's still not hanging around. It's either you're using for nutrients or you're eliminating as waste. That's really the goal. So the digestive enzyme is going to help with all of your functions working properly. You should notice you shouldn't notice that smell. That's the smell of your food or whatever you ate. All right. Um, that should go away. Normally, you should start to notice a difference. Probably, um, I don't want to say in seconds, but probably within the first day, 24 to 48 hours, you should notice a difference with just when you eat again, you're not smelling what you eat. All right. India says, can you give us an example of what you ate in a day during the process? All can come up with the spinach, zucchini, and berries. So what I ate was so during the time of fasting, I call it I ate I ate go ahead, they can't see you. Go ahead. I got it. You can stand up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nobody can see you. Now you trying to be seen. Close the door. So I got my little one. He's just getting out of the shower. So he's looking and moving around and dodging. Um, so basically, um, I ate again. I just kept it simple. It's very boring. I'm gonna be honest. I hate to break it down to you guys like that because I didn't know. I just wanted to try to break down all barriers that could cause the mucus, the nasty taste changes, and things like that. So I ate salads, and then I would mix it with either strawberries or blueberries. But you don't want to overeat that because if you overeat that, you could consume too much sugar. But I just had like a handful of that, and then I moved into like nuts, like I was doing almonds, but later on I found that almonds are not the best. Um, but you can do walnuts, nuts, and things like that, like seeds. Um, so I did that. I did a lot of like broccoli. I did a lot of things like cabbage, a lot of kale. So I would either bake it, I would either eat it cold, or I would blend it up in like a blender, like a shake. I would do that. Now I'm recommending for people because I know a lot of people are saying, "Hey, I'm losing weight. How much weight did you lose?" I lost a lot of weight. I can't remember the pounds, but I had lost a lot of weight. Um, but what you guys can do is you can transition over to like a plant-based protein shake. Okay, that's something that you guys can do. A vegan-based, gluten-free based protein shake. It can be vanilla or chocolate, and you can mix that into your shake, blend it up, and drink it. Or you can actually just drink it straight up, like where you can shake it and mix it with water. All right. Or you can mix it with almond milk. All right. But I didn't do that at the time. I didn't know. But this is just something now for you guys. If I would have known this then, I probably would have done it then, but I didn't know. So I just bounced around from, you know, kale, spinach, squash, zucchini, you know, cabbage. I didn't eat any rice. You can do zucchini noodles. I'm into that like now. So my thing now is zucchini noodles, um, tofu sometimes, but the texture is just it just depends. Um, I do eat animal protein now, but I don't overeat it. I try not to overeat it. I grilled on Sunday, so I had grilled some organic chicken breast on the grill. I cut it up. I ate it with a salad. That was my thing for Sunday. But for the most part, guys, just you want to eat clean, try to start off clean. You may be able to start off with the digestive enzymes and you take your probiotic and just move over to, if you like animal protein, 2 to 3 ounces of that. 80% of your plate, 90% of your plate needs to be veggie based, like kale, spinach, uh, greens, not a bunch of carbs, not a bunch of breads. Now, the problem I know that people are running into that are already vegans, because there's some vegans I've worked with. They're like, look, I don't eat animal protein. So you're just saying the only thing I can eat is just green, veggie based stuff. And that's it. um, so you're gonna have to get a little bit more creative. You're gonna have to add the protein shakes in there. Um, especially for those of you that are vegan based. And then also for you guys, you run into a lot of issues with the carbs, with the breads, the potatoes, the rices, and that's the problem with a lot of vegans. That's what they run into. So their sugar intake is a lot of times higher than most people, which you can run into some trouble. So balance it out. Um, and then just kind of see how things go. And again, the reason why you're changing the diet is so that you can get the gut under control. You want to get to a point where you're pooping 2 to 3 times a day. You want to increase your water intake. If you guys have a dry mouth, the dryness of the mouth will go away as your water intake increases and as you decrease drinking caffeine like sodas. A lot of people drink those monster drinks in the mornings, those Red Bulls. Uh, that ain't good. Coffee, you got to you know, move over to your teas. All right, that's going to help the gut. But if you just feel like you can't survive without it, take your digestive enzyme before you drink the coffee, before you eat. Take your probiotics. You should notice a difference with your smell. All right, you should notice a major difference. Um, and the reason why I came up with this conclusion as I continue to talk with people and studying is because I've had people that have been diagnosed with H. pylori. They was on a strong antibiotic, and it was like as soon as they got off of the antibiotic, the smell came right back. So to me, I have to hypothesize that it's safe to say that okay, what stayed the same? Like what okay, we know okay, what changed? What changed is that you're not on the antibiotic anymore, right? So that's what changed. So my thoughts is okay, it's going to kill off whatever bacteria that's in there, right? But what hasn't changed? Well, if the diet hasn't changed, I'm continuing to eat the way I was eating. Well, then that leads me to believe my hypothesis is that my thinking is that okay, it's got to be something digestive related as to why I'm still smelling this. Why did the smell come back? All right. So and so, your digestive system can heal itself through fasting, like kind of like what I did. I went 30 days and then I just started trying to eliminate foods that cause my body inflammation. You can if like milk, dairy, sugar, alcohol, anything on the food chart is that's a below below a 6 below a 7.0 pH level, really below like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those foods are acidic. As you continue to consume them, they can cause you to your body to go into a state of inflammation. So that's kind of, if you can try to avoid that, as much as possible, that's going to help you. All right, any questions, guys? I'm just talking up something. um Cups of Magic says, I'm really ready to knock this issue out for good. Arthur, what's up? Would a 7-day water fast reduce bad breath? I'm thinking about it. It can. I've heard some good things about it. You have to test it and see. But if you start back eating regular, like let's say, okay, Arthur, let's say you went on the water fast for 7 days and let's say your breath improved, right? And then you went back to starting to eat regular and your breath it came back. I guess most people say it came back or it's worse. I don't know if it would be worse. I don't know. But if that's your case, then it's safe to say that obviously a lot of the bacteria didn't die off, because sometimes it takes a while for all bacteria to die off in your gut and your intestines. So that's an issue. And then it could just be the digestive issue. All right. So you need more support with the enzymes in your gut to breaking it down. So you need a cast iron stomach, right? That's what we call it. Yep, papaya enzymes I have need to use it more. Yes, because that is one of the components inside of the enzymes that breaks down carbs, fats, and protein. That's good. So solo truth, you are on you are on the right track. Cause that's when I forgot all of them. I forgot all of the enzymes. I guess I could have had that on this live for you. But papaya enzymes is one of them. And if you break that down to see what all that does, you'll be really impressed with, oh wow, just how unique the body is. So all of these components work together. So for a lot of us, a lot of you, you've been focusing just on the teeth, the tongue, and all of that, which is cool, but you want to focus 85, 90% on the gut. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. You know. Um Solo Chu said, that's my husband. He can eat and drink anything. Yep, he has a cast iron stomach. I don't know. So really, it's not even the stomach. It's just the digestive enzymes that is helping him break down whatever he touched. And that's a blessing to have, somewhere along the lines, mine's, yours, other people's have got off whack, got off track. It can start at a young age. Some people haven't had this issue, and then like years later, after they had a kids or had a baby, oh, things change. I've ran into that with people. So it's just, I just want to build you guys up tonight, let you know that you all are special. You guys can be great. You guys can do whatever you want to do, and you will overcome this. You just gotta focus. You gotta stay consistent, and really execute. Try like whatever I'm suggesting you guys to get. Go get it, guys. Even if it costs you money, go get it. It's worth it. It's worth the try. It's worth the try. All right. Don't always look for the cheap way out. I know right now financially a lot of people are really having a difficult time. And so I do understand that part. But if you have it, if it's in your budget, guys, go get it, man. You'll be glad you did. Um Cups of Magic said, if we take an enzyme, does that mean we can eat whatever we want? I'm smiling. Who knows the answer to that? Yeah, you can test it out. You can just test it out and see. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Someone says no, but you can test it out just to see. Like you could say, hey, I'm gonna live it up today. I'll never tell you guys don't do something, but always, like I said before, the supplement is to help supplement it. Obviously, I do believe that you can take those digestive enzymes and then you overeat and just kind of do your body any kind of way, and that the effectiveness of it may not be as great as you intended or anticipated it to be. But yeah, you could try it and see. I believe that you have decent results with it. I just believe that. Let me see. Y'all are funny. uh that was a good one. Cups of Magic said, can we eat whatever we want? But yeah, live, man. Live a little. See what happens. Solo 2 says, gosh, story of my life. Who fart? What's that smell? Smells like poop. Right. So again, recapping, if you came on late, probiotics, 50 billion. There's a company called ProCare. They have the men's and the women's. I did a video. I think one of my videos got 30 something thousand views where I'm holding up I'm giving it to y'all there, right there. Boom. And then I start listing the things you need on in that video. I can try to link it in the description box. I have to go back and find it. But for those of you that know, you probably seen it. It's a pretty good video. But again, I'm just recapping. I'm putting like specific emphasis on, especially if you're smelling like fart, poop, or if you smell your food, like you can smell what you ate. Um, you know, enzyme. Enzymes got to break that down. Um, and then you shouldn't be smelling that. And an indicator that you're gonna know that it's working is that you're not gonna be smelling you when you eat, you shouldn't smell your food anymore. It should start to subside. If that starts to subside, then you best to believe other people is not gonna be able to smell you. They're not gonna be able to smell that. Um, so just remember that, keep that in mind. Like if you can't smell it, I know a lot of times people can't smell their own breath, but if you can't smell it, just know that you know, if it's starting to subside, the smell of your food and stuff that you're eating, that's a great sign. It's a great sign. Probably can eat whatever you like. All right. Well, in moderation, because I know y'all to go hard with it. All right, where we at, guys? We're getting ready to wrap up. I started Ztox. You can get it from Amazon, and it got rid of my white coating on my tongue. Okay, that's something good, guys. check out Ztox. I'm gonna look it up. I haven't heard of that. Uh, I, I opened it up in another tab, so I'll take a look at that later. But it's basically a with vitamin B12 and D3. Yep. Um, yeah, so you can look into that, or you can just start incorporating those vitamins, those minerals. If you get a vitamin D complex, that'll help. All right. Tammy Davis, I have acid reflux that causes smell sometimes. Yep, because it's the food pushing back up to the throat. But if you hit the digestive enzyme, you're not gonna have that push up like that. That's why there's certain people that have acid reflux. They have more of the heart, more of the chest burning. I was diagnosed with acid reflux or GERD, but I didn't have the chest burning. I didn't even know, like I didn't feel like my chest is burning. Like I didn't have that. It would just stuff would be pushing up enzymes. But I basically what we got? Summer says, no, laugh out loud. I've tried, but everyone's different. Um we need a diet plan. Okay, next video we're gonna come out with it. A diet plan. Y'all don't like my diet plan, do you? um, yeah, we'll come out with something, man. Something that y'all can follow, and it'll be on the house. It'll be free. I mean, you're not gonna charge y'all for everything, but you know, um, it's something to help with balancing you out. Again, you can eat meat on the diet plan, but it's just your moderation is, your amounts need to be lower. You got to consume lower amounts. Because you got to be able to digest the animal protein or whatever you eat. Um, Summer says the only way to cure yourself 100% is through diet change. Like he said, probiotics help too. Also, detox. For me, I cut meat and dairy, gluten. Please, everyone, keep your head up. That's it. Summer, much love right there. Yep, same here. Never the cheat, never the chest burn. Sorry, the writing is so small on here. I think I might need glasses now. Cups of magic. No. All right. NC Black Honey says, even after I brush my teeth, tongue, and throat are still smelling disgusting. Digestive enzymes and probiotics. All right. So, guys, any more questions before we get out of here? I got to get ready to say the blessings over my little boys before they go to bed. It's a school night here. Um, but stay encouraged. Never lose sight of your purpose. That's something that I even encourage myself with, just continuing to move forward and get better with my purpose. This is one of my purposes, and when I got off track, it's been 2 weeks because I've been ripping and running doing other things, but gotta always come back to one of my purposes here. Um so um so yeah, you just make sure, hold on guys. uh yeah, make sure you guys stay encouraged. Make sure that you all yeah, make sure you guys uh keep your head up, and um hold on. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, make sure you guys keep your head up, man, and just stay the course. All right. Can you recommend an enzyme, or was it mentioned already? I'm gonna put it below in the description box because um of course, the papaya enzymes is good, but if they have a blend with multiple enzymes in one, but I know that's one that's good. I'm not sure if that just comes individually. I think it does come individually. I've seen it individually. But they do have blends where you can get multiple. Um, let me see. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link in the description box. So just once this upload, just come back to this live. You don't have to watch the whole video over. Just come back to the video and look in the description box, and I have maybe one or two. Um, I'm trying to think off my head right now. I think Now Foods, or Now Foods has a good product line. Uh, they do deliver via Amazon, but there's another one that I used to use. It was from what was it from? It was from Vitamin Shop. They have their own Vitamin Shop brand, and it says on the front, it says carbs, proteins, and it says dairy. Now they do have one for gluten only, like gluten separately, but you want to make sure it says carbs, proteins, and dairy. All right, that it helps with breaking that down, because that's really a lot of the problem. You can kind of get away with the gluten, because if you just stay away from gluten, you really don't have to. You can stay away from gluten. You know, but the carbs, the proteins, and the dairy, that's hard for a lot of people to stay away from, because you feel like you're gonna die without it, right? If you don't have the animal protein, if you don't have the dairy. Dairy's in everything. Is in bread. Is in cakes. Is in everything, guys. What you name it. All right. So yeah. So we'll be working on that. Summer says she likes Pyridine. Okay. So these are some names you guys can try. By a guy named Lou Corona, vegan, gluten free. Yep. It might have. Yeah. It might. I think. Definitely try some stuff out here. Uh, so yeah, Now Foods is one that I've bought from their product lines before. Really good results. Vitamin Shop has their own brand. I believe that's the brand that I used to use as well, from Vitamin Shop. But I'll put some links below in the description box so that you guys can just take a look. Another one that I think is good here is by what is it called? Um by enzyme in MD. I've seen that particular individual, but just make sure that it breaks down carbs, fats, and proteins. Make sure it says that on there. Um it's gonna really, really help you guys. So yeah, the one that I've tried before was just making sure that it breaks down carbs, sugars. Um that's gonna be really good for you. All right. All right, guys, and thank you all for participating. And yeah, hopefully it will break that nasty sulfur smell down. Yeah, most definitely, because I mean that's the only difference that I can come up with in my mind. Like is the difference between someone that smells versus someone that doesn't. Um, is just that, man, they're able to break down everything, man. Um, so that's really it. Any last minute thoughts or anything like that? And I'll say to you all too, I'm gonna be doing something about relationships. We'll be doing things on relationships as well. Talking about that for those of you that's interested in that, because I've been getting people just really wanting to really pursue a relationship, and they're just like, man, freaking out, like, man, I can't get involved with anyone with this issue. But the reality is, if it's meant, it's gonna be. That's always been my thing, and that's something that I live by. Cups of Magic, shout out to that. Yep. So we'll do that. You know, we can either do a live, or if y'all want to do a live, or I can do a video. I do like the live connections. That's the wife right there. She's on live, guys. She was probably like, "Oh my gosh." So I enjoyed this hangout with you all. Man, we had a great turnout, and it won't be 2 weeks again. I promise you, because you guys were really excited. So go get your enzymes. They're not that expensive. If you don't get anything else, get your enzymes. Get your enzymes. Tanisha Chu says you should get your page monetized. You deserve to make some coin with all the knowledge you're spreading or donations. All right, guys. Well, hey, if y'all want to donate, I'll drop a donate link. Um, at the bottom of this thing, if y'all whatever you want to give, man. Hey, I can definitely use it for sure. I need to get a better camera. Right now, I'm just using all my videos and stuff, man. I really want to take it to the next level. I just have so much going on. And so, but yeah, if y'all want to do that, if it's in your heart, you don't have to, but it's up to y'all. I'll leave a donation link in any amount, whatever. But I want to get I need to get a better camera with mics and all of that, and make the videos look really like how to have the effects and stuff like that, man. Y'all will really be drawn in. So I do want to do that. But thank y'all so much. I'll put Cash App. Some people say Cash App, man. Drop your Cash App for us. All right, now look, when y'all get your breakthrough, man, look, y'all gotta look out for me now. Well, we look out for each other, but y'all gotta look out for me, man. All right, but y'all keep going for real on a real tip. Keep going. We're gonna do some relationship stuff because I know that's big for people, man. Like, man, we all need somebody. Um, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Real quick before we get off of here, relationships are awesome, but they're also challenging. So if you're someone that's saying, "Hey, I'm ready for a challenge," then you're ready for a relationship. Some people are like, "No, I'm not ready for a challenge. I don't want the challenge." And then also relationships are is really what a relationship is saying. My eye looks red. I must be tired. But a relationship is saying, "Hey, I'm ready to focus on how can I serve this other person." That's basically what it is, or marriage. If you, for those of you, most women they want marriage. Most men are like, yeah, if I get to it, I get to it. That's why I'm married, right? I'm married because yeah, I said I wanted to be married, but my wife had required me to be married. Like she was literally like, "Look, if you ain't gonna marry me, I'm not finna waste my time." So she had to require me to be married. I had been in other relationships for a long, not real long, but a long time, and they didn't never require me to be married. So I was just like, "Hey, I'm getting everything I want here. I'm getting the friendship, I'm getting the intimacy, I'm getting all of this stuff." There was no pressure to get married. So it's a lot we can learn from. You guys drop some comments below of also what you all want me to talk about. Just comment um or email me. I guess because it will come up as a chat. I'm trying to think. Yeah, comment on this video or you guys can email me of what y'all want me to talk about. And then also let me know if y'all want this to be a video or a live. Okay. All right. So I want to do more of giving you guys what you want. That's really what YouTube is about. What the subscribers want, not what I want, but what do y'all want? All right. And I know somebody says they want dieting. So I'm gonna hit you with the dieting. Y'all not gonna like me, but I'm gonna hit you with the dieting. What else? Uh, what we got, man? Y'all are typing on me. I don't know what's going on. I came at the end. I'm mad. I missed it. It's all good. We're gonna the next live. Let's see. Y'all be missing in action on the weekend. I ain't gonna do no weekend lives. Y'all don't be on here on the weekends, man. Y'all be out and about, man. So I'm not gonna do any weekend lives, man. But I used to do them Saturday mornings. For those of you that was with me like a couple years ago, we used to do them every Saturday morning. I think it was at like 11 o'clock was our time where people used to wake up. We used to be on here live. Then when I tried to do a live at 11 o'clock on a Saturday and nobody show up. I was like, oh man, these people sleeping, man. What else though? It says like yeah, very challenging. I've had success though. No reactions from guys that come up to me so far, but I'm still so hesitant. Yeah, we're gonna get y'all there. I'll let y'all know if y'all want to know how guys think or whatever. Men, I'm 37. I'm probably a little younger than that, but I've been around. I've been around, so I do have some nuggets. I don't know everything, but I do have some things to kind of help with, especially for the ladies, and then for the guys. I got things that can help you, man. I can show you how to pull them. A good person, someone that's got their head on their shoulders, in spite of your situation. Because again, the goal is for you all to get rid of this so it won't be an issue. I think a live would be more helpful. Yeah. Yeah. I like lives better for some reason, just more interaction. Um Bands was happening. I struggle with bad breath and using hydrogen peroxide as a mouthwash. Help. Yep. Yeah, it helps. It can strip away the enamel, so be careful. Dilute it. It really helps with getting the tongue good, but you still can smell with using it. So you got to hit the gut. Just go back to this video. Literally say I remember Sunday evenings. Okay, Sunday evenings. All right. We'll see. So all right, guys. So I'm gonna leave links in the description. I'm gonna let all this load up. I will try to be monetizing stuff, and then we'll try to I'll let you guys know. Do y'all get the notifications like because sometimes I'll put on here that I'm gonna go live at a certain time, like I'll schedule it. Does it show you all that a live is coming up or no? Let me know because I like the one today, I scheduled it on the wrong YouTube channel. I got other YouTube channels and stuff for like business, and for some reason I was on the wrong email, didn't notice it, and I was sitting on the live for like 8 minutes or 5 minutes. I don't always see it. Dang. Oh, that's messed up. So, okay. So really it's just kind of like, so some people say, yeah, it does. So for those of you that don't see it, well, I don't know. Obviously you see it once I come on because you subscribe, but make sure you turn the notification bell on all, like hit all if you haven't. I guess that helps people that do see it. If it's not on all, then you're probably not gonna see it. It does help to turn turn the notification on. So when you go back to the subscribe button, hit all. That'll help people see like, oh, okay, when I schedule it, so you guys can plan. All right. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here because it's an hour. Y'all not gonna get 2 hours out of me. I gotta go kiss my babies goodnight because they're already in bed. But peace and blessings to y'all. Stay up, stay encouraged, and we'll probably get on here again this week. We'll talk about I guess we could talk about the whole relationship stuff and dating and stuff like that. Mine is on. I ended up seeing it after the live. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we'll talk about relationships. We'll talk about dieting. I guess we can get more personal, like not personal, but like I guess struggles with your relationships or maybe relationships that you guys have been in. That didn't go well because of this issue, or we could just talk about maybe you're someone that can't find someone because of this issue and you want that, what's up Impossible TV. Um so we'll deal with that on another day. In the meantime, guys, get your enzymes in you, get enough water in you, and get your probiotics in you, and then let's see what happens. All right, I'll see y'all on the next video. Take care.